All right, so let's suppose we have some big complicated rational expression with exponents in it and more than one radical and all sorts of things. And we'd like to write it in terms of rational exponents. Let's suppose we have something that looks like this, and we want to rewrite it using rational exponents and no parentheses. Let's see what that looks like. Well, first I'm going to get rid of the outermost radical. So then we'll have x cubed y cube root 4z to the 5th all to the 1/4 power. All right. Now let's deal with that other radical. X cubed y 4z to the 5th to the 1/3 to the 1/4. Okay. Now I'm really done with the weirdness related to the rational exponents. Now I'm just going to use the power of a power rule to simplify. I like to deal with the innermost parentheses first. Notice that 1/3 times 5 is 5/3. And then dealing with the next set of parentheses, 3 times 1/4 is 3/4. Y doesn't have an exponent, so I just have y to the 1/4. 1/3 times 1/4, I have 4 to the 1/12. 5/3 times 1/4 is 5/12. And now I have a 4 here. I like to wait until I get to this point until I deal with numbers. If you prefer to deal with them at an earlier stage, that's fine. You can deal with them whenever you feel like it. 4 is 2 times 2. So 4 is a power of something. If it isn't a power of something, we can just leave it be. But in our example, 4 to the 1/12 is 2 squared to the 1/12 is 2 to the 2 times a 12th is 2/12. Also in my deal with numbers stage, I'm going to write numbers first. So my original expression is 2 to the 2/12, x to the 3/4, y to the 1/4, z to the 5/12. And I have one step left, and that is to put the exponents in lowest terms. So the only one that isn't is 2/12, which is 1/6. So 2 and 1/6, x and 3/4, y and 1/4, z and 5/12 is my final expression. I'm going to give you one of these to try now. Remember, deal with all the radicals one at a time. Use the power of a power rule. Deal with the numbers. Put exponents in lowest terms. Write this expression using rational exponents. Pause the video and try this now. All right. So I'm going to get rid of the first radical first, and I can get rid of the second radical in the same step because they're not like nested inside each other or anything weird like that. And now I'm going to use the power of a power rule to simplify this. 2 times 1/4 is 2/4. 9 times 1/3 is 9/3. Now I'm going to deal with the numbers. All right, the only number I have is 9, which is 3 times 3. So 9 is a power of something. It's 3 squared. So 9 to the 1/3 is 3 squared to the 1/3 is 3 to the 2/3. So my original expression then becomes, writing the number in front, 3 to the 2/3, x to the 2/4, y to the 1/4, z to the 9/3. And now I want to put every fraction in lowest terms. 2/3 is already there. 2/4 is the same as 1/2. 1/4 is already there. And 9/3, that's just 3. And so that's it. We're done.